Hello, everybody, and welcome to my first podcast. Um, I wanted to talk about verbal abuse and being treated badly, um, which this is the first episode of how being, treated bad and which I'm being verbally abused and treated badly. Um, Now, when it happens to a male, they can't really go to anyone to help. Um, if there is somewhere to go to help with this, then that's all right. But if not, then it means that the the bloke will get very stressed, depressed, um, and really has a bad effect on a male. And I mean, I you know what it happens to me just about all the time, and I I you know I just have to I just sort of stand there and then just I try to just ignore it. But of course, it's very hard to ignore something like that because you want to say something back, but if you say something back, it'll just make things worse. So I try not. I just try not to say anything back, um, because it's ridiculous where when it happens to male and I know that a lot of males it does happen to, and it's just not right. And you know when it happens to a woman, they'll go get help, no problem. And most of the time, a lot of the times, sometimes what's happening to a woman is what happens to women is true, and they get help with that. Other times, there's other women that lie and make up a whole lot of crap, and that poor bloke who's innocent, cops a lot of crap. And it seems that you have people that believe that the ones that lie, these women that lie, um, you know, they let it get away with it, and the poor bloke's copping a lot of crap, as I said. But when uh, abuse and verbal abuse is happening to women, um, then that male is in the wrong. But when it's in reverse, where it happens to a male, um, it sort of just don't have anyone to talk up to about it. And this is why I thought, well, since there's podcasting on YouTube now, I thought I'd do a podcast, um, because I've just had enough, and but there's no I can't do anything. Um, I've tried to tell with a family, um, but no one comes to help, and I just feel like I'm alone. I'm all on my own, and it's it's upsetting because you know, I mean me, I tend to get upset, break down a lot, and I don't know if that happens to other males that cop verbal abuse for no reason. Sorry, just put the fan on. So yeah, I think it is wrong, and you know, as I said, when it happens to males, they just feel as though they've got nowhere to go to. There is males that it gets really really bad, and the woman starts nearly hurting her husband. You know, a woman will hurt her husband really bad. Um, you know, be the cuts or bruises or that, and that's with abuse. And sometimes when they try to tell people, um, sometimes they either get laughed at or you know they get laughed at and that. So I think I just to try and figure a way of getting away from my wife because I just don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. Um, it's just so hard when it happens to a male. You know, you've got abuse and then there's verbal abuse. Now, as you all know, with abuse, you know, person's copping a lot of crap, getting badly hurt, um, and when it's verbal abuse, it has a bad effect on the person's mental state. And it's, you know, I try my best and I help her with different things and I still cop it for no reason at all. And that's what sort of happens with male other males, either it's abuse or verbal abuse, and as I said, with verbal abuse, it helps their it affects their mental state. It makes them stressed and depressed, and they just, you know, I think maybe feel like doing anything because they're getting treated like that. And that's why I'm getting treated like that as well. So this is well, first episode 1 of verbal abuse and being treated badly, um, and abuse. Because being abused is really, things thrown, things thrown at the bloke, and it really gets hand and even with verbal abuse, me, when I cop it all for no reason at all, um, it, and the thing is, when I try to tell her tell her things, good things, oh, I'm, with this and that, or, YouTube, and doesn't seem to want to listen, don't get support with my channel from her. But when she wants to she tells me things about a show or something. Oh, I've got to, I go, oh, yeah, right. Make out I'm listening because otherwise I'd either get spat in the face or hit in the face. So, yeah, I'm going to go now and I'll do another episode 2 of verbal abuse, being abused, and treated really badly. So, take everybody, and bye now.